Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing pretty well. This is Unit 5, Class 2. In the last class, you guys have taught the student how they should count the numbers and how does the numbers 1 to 100 looks like and how they could write the narrative version. In this class, you will teach the basic of addition, means how they could add two different numbers and come up with the total. In other words, this is known as summing up, sum or addition. This is the basic of mathematics. Now, before going into that, first let's just focus on more than and less than. What is more and what is less? More means someone has a bigger number. More means big. Less means small. Now, something that is bigger and something that is smaller. Now, if it is bigger, it is more. It is smaller, it is less. Now, if something is bigger than another thing, then that is more than that another thing. For example, if I have two hands and one hand is a little bigger than the other hand, like this one, in that case I could say this hand is more than this hand. Now, in the real life, you cannot use it in case of hands. But obviously, this is just to make the student understand. You should explain it to the student what is more and what is less. For example, in my one hand I have got 5 fingers, in my another hand I have got 3 fingers. That means I have got more fingers in my hand that has 5 fingers. This is how you should distinguish between more and less. Now, adding than means it is comparing with another thing. For example, Rohim and Karim, when they are comparing with each other, then the word than is used. For example, Rohim is taller than Karim. Rohim has more apple than Karim. Here you are using more than. Now look at this picture. The first picture, you can see there are 5 apples. How many apples there are? There are 5 apples. In the another picture, look at these green apples. How many apples can you see? There are 2 apples. Now you could show it to the student and ask them which apples are more here. Are the green ones or the red ones? The red ones are more than the green ones. That means red apples are more than green apples. So here, how many red apples you can see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 red apples, there are 2 green apples. 5 is more than 2. Now, I hope the student would understand what is more than after this example. Means 5 is more than 2. So 2 is more than 1. 3 is more than 1 and 2. 4 is more than 1, 2 and 3 and so on. So you help the student in your native term first so that they understand the matter perfectly, what is more than and what is less than. Once they understood, you just go with this version. Now look at these boxes. There are some practices given. Look at these pictures. Potatoes. These guys, 2 guys, they have got some potatoes with them. You ask the question, who has got more potatoes? Who has got more potatoes? Look at this, Rahim and Karim. Now Rahim has got more potatoes than Karim. Look at the next one. What it is saying? You have 3 cars and Grace has 2 cars. Who have more cars? You are just asking it to the student. For example, Salma, stand up. Salma will stand up and ask her, Salma, for example, you have got 3 cars with you and Grace has got 2 cars. So who has got more cars? The answer should be Salma has got more cars. Or Salma should say, I have got more cars. Now look at this next one. There are 2 different sweets. Look at these pictures. One is red sweets, another is white sweets. Now this red sweet, it cost 5 taka per kg, and this white sweet, it cost 10 taka per kg. Now which sweets cost more? Which sweets? To buy the red one you need to pay 5 taka, and to buy the white one you need to pay 10 taka. Which is going to cost you more? The white one. The white sweet is going to cost you more. So the answer should be white sweets costs the more. That means where you need to pay more than the other, there you can use the word more than. I hope the students will be able to understand after this explanation. As long as they are not understanding, you should not move from this part to next section. Once it is done, once they are realizing what is more than and what is less than, you move to the next section. Look at this next section. Here you start with addition, plus. Look at this sign, plus. Look at this sign, it's plus and it is known as addition. Addition, plus. In real life, we use this addition or plus in different terms. The student should know the name of those terms. What are these? Sometimes it is known as plus. Sometimes we can say added to, added to. Sometimes we can say with. Sometimes we can use and, more than, or sometimes we could say altogether. All these things, they mean to this sign. All these terminologies or terms, they point towards this simple thing. It is plus or addition. Look at this picture. You can start with here. How many cars you can see here? There are 3 different cars. And there's this sign, addition or plus sign. Plus 2 cars. That means 3 plus 2. 3 cars plus 2 cars equal to 5 cars. 3 cars plus 2 cars equals 5 cars. In other words, we could say 3 cars added to 2 cars equals 5 cars. 3 cars with 2 cars equals 5 cars. 3 cars and 2 cars is 5 cars. 3 cars more than 2 cars or 2 cars more than 3 cars equals 5 cars. 3 plus 2 altogether 5 cars. Now in real life, all these terminologies are used, so make sure you teach the student how you could replace this addition. You could say plus, or we could say added to, we could say with, we could say and, we could say more than, we could use altogether, or sometimes we use addition and. This sign obviously looks into the addition one. It's always point to the addition. Before going into there, let's just show the student a real example of addition of 3 plus 2, just like these pictures in this course. Like, for example, students, you can start it like this way. Look at this. How many pens I've got? I've got 1, 2 and 3 pens in my hand. And in my right hand, you can see how many pens? There are 2 pens. So if we are adding them, that means we bring all these pens together. Now how many pens I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means 3 plus 2 equals 5. Go to the next section. In this section, you should explain these things very practically to the students so that they understand the basics of addition. Now, look at this. What it is saying? It is saying Joe has 3 cars and Millie has got 2 cars. How many cars they have got all together? To illustrate this, you could bring to student in front of the class and ask or show the student, remember Salma has got 3 cars and Rohim has got 2 cars. Now how many cars they have got all together? All together or equal. Together how many cars they have got? The student should count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 plus 2, 5. 3 added to 2 equals 5. So how many cars they both got? They both got 5 cars. What is 4 and 4? The next question means I have got 4, you have got 4. How many things we have got together? We have got total 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means 4 plus 4 equals 8. How many things we have got? We have got 8 things. The next one is saying, as a teacher you could say, for example, I have got 6 cherries in my hand and you have 3 more than me. How many more than me? 3 more than me. That means whatever cherries I have, you have got 3 more than that. That means how many cherries I have? I have 6. That means you all have 6 plus you have 3 more. That means 6 plus 3 or 6 will be added to 3. What do we get? 6 plus 3. 6, 7, 8, 9. So 6 plus 3 equals 9. Now this is how you teach them. They should be able to understand the basics of addition. That means whenever you are asking them to add something, they should count forward using the base number. For example, 10 plus 5 equals 15. How? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Go to the next section. What you can see here, you teach the students addition and counting together. In the last class you have taught them counting, like using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now here look at this. You have got 6 bananas and I give you 4 more. You could do it or add it, do the addition using your fingers or using the counting method. So 6 plus 4 means 7, 8, 9, 10. This is how 10 comes. That means 6 plus 4 equals 10. How do you get it? 6 like this. For example, you have got 6 fingers and there are 4 other fingers is adding, like 7, 8, 9, 10. Just like this. Or for example, you have got 6 balls in your hand and 4 is coming. How you are counting? 7, 8, 9, 10. Show it to the students. So already 6 is there and you're just adding 7, 8, 9, 10. So 4 consequent number is coming. Now go to the next section. There should be a question. Which one should become 2 plus 7? How do we count 2 plus 7 or 7 plus 2? In both cases it should be 9. So students should be aware that whenever we are adding things or doing the addition, any number can come in the front or come first. For example, 2 plus 7 equals 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You are adding 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 2, 8, 9. Similarly, 2 plus 7 equals 9. It all the way the same thing. You can explain it to the student in your native tongue. Go to the next page. See, here in this box, the explanation of 2 plus 7 or 7 plus 2 is given clearly. Look at this box. 2, after that you are adding 7. Like 2, after that what comes? 3. After that 4. Then 5. Then 6. Then 7. Then 8. Then 9. See, after 2 you are adding 8 different number. The sequential number. You teach it to the students. So after 2, what comes? 3. If you add 1 with the 2, it would be 3. If you add another 1 with 3, what would it be? It would be 4. If you add another 1 with the 4, what you get? You get 5. That means 5 comes after 4. Then you add another 1, it will become 6, because 6 comes after the 5. That means 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and the name keeps changing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just like the way you have taught the student to count the numbers. Now go to the next section. Here you can explain the students using the number line. So to do so, you draw a line just shown in this lecture sheet on the blackboard or the whiteboard you have in the classroom. Then you show 7 plus 6. So here look at this scale. It is showing from 0 to 20. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That means we have got 20 different segments. It's just like a scale. Now you are showing that 7 plus 6. So where is the 7? You point out the 7 in the scale. Mark it round. And then you are pointing, adding 6 with the 7. So that means 6 different points after 7 should be added to it. That means 7 after the what it comes? 8, then comes 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you add the 6 sequential number and you get the result 13. Here look at this, 7 plus 6. The next scale you can see we just kept the version that you had to add together. So 7 plus 6 equals 13. 7 plus 6 means 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You count 6 consecutive numbers after 7. Do you understand? I hope you will be able to explain it to the student. If the student don't understand clearly here in this section, you could teach them using the next one. Look at these blocks. Here you can see 3 blocks and here you can see 4 blocks. If you add these blocks together, that means 3 blocks plus 4 blocks. How many blocks it would be? It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. See, 3, 1, 2, 3, then there would be 4 blocks added to the block. So it would be 1, 2, 3, then 4. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that means you are adding 3 plus 4, you get 7. So ask the student to count them. For example, let's just assume these 4 pencils are 4 different blocks and these 3 pencils are 3 different blocks. Now if you add these 4 blocks, this is number 5, 6 and 7. This is how you do it. Now here, look at this, 7 blocks, they should count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3, after 3 there will be 4 adding. You're adding 4 with 3. So 1, 2, 3, we have got 3 already. Now there will be 4. 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3 plus 4, it equals 7. Go to the next page. Here you can see 5 blocks plus 4 blocks. How many blocks there would be? There would be 9 blocks. That means 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 after 4 counting, there would be 9. So to illustrate it to the student more clearly, you could go to the next picture. Look at this next picture. You can see 5 boys and girls and 2 boys and girls joined with them. How many children there would be? So there would be 5, 6, 7. So you are counting 2 after the version you have. You have got 5 and you are adding 2 other children. You are getting total of 7 children. Look at this. 5 plus 2 equals 7. This sign is equals. Make sure the student recognize it. Equals plus. 5 plus 2 equals 7. This is how you should help the student to understand the addition. Now, if they have learned it or not, you make sure they have understand it. And to understand if they have learned it perfectly or not, you should use the next exercises. Look at these exercises. Here, 3 plus 2. How many dots there are? There are 5 dots. The clues are given. 3 dot plus 2 dot. It should be total of 5 dots. The 5 dots are given there. The student should be able to count them. 1 plus 5. That means 1 dot plus 5 dot. Look at these dots. Tiny dots. They are given. So 1 plus 5, it should be 6. The student should be able to count them. In the answer area, you could see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dots given. Go to the next one. 4 plus 4, it would be 8. 5 plus 3, it would be 8. So look at these dots. There are 5 dots, there are 3 dots. Ask the student just to count in after the equals. There are dots given after the equals person, so they should be able to count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Also they are understanding the addition. Now as this is the basic version of mathematics, you just need to make sure they knows everything about this addition. It's just basic. They don't need to do all the advanced level addition. We'll be doing those things later. Now next one, you can see 7 plus 2. The answer would be 9. Then 7 plus 0. Ask the student, if it is a 0, then it doesn't carry any value. The 0 alone does not carry any value. So 7 plus 0 equals 7. Now you let the students do the addition again. Look at this. 2 plus 1, it will be 3. 3 plus 2, it will be 5. 2 plus 2, it will be 4. Look at all these exercises given for the students. They should be able to do the additions. And while they will be doing it, you just, as a teacher, help them. There will be some students who could be not be able to do all these countings or additions. So you help them practically. Now here, in this case, when they are doing it practically, they would be able to understand it more deeply perhaps. If they have got any questions, if they don't understand, you try to make it easier for them to understand. Now go to the next page. The horizontal, top rows of the horizontal, it's saying 0 to 9, and in the vertical you can see 0 to 9. Here, if we connect both the rows and columns, we get this rest of the cells. 0 plus 1 equals 1. 0 plus 2 equals 2. 0 plus 3 equals 3. Similarly, if you go through the vertical second column, it would be the same. 0 plus 1 equal to 1, 0 plus 2 equal to 2, 0 plus 3 equal to 3. Now go to the third column. What you can see? You can see 0 plus 1 equal to 1, 1 plus 1 equal to 2, 1 plus 2 equal to 3, 1 plus 3 equal to 4, 1 plus 4 equal to 5, 1 plus 5 equals 6, 1 plus 6 equals 7, and so on. So it came to the end at 9. Now go to the fourth column. It is adding rest of the column, the first column, with 2. 0 plus 2 equals 2, 1 plus 2 equals 3, 2 plus 2 equals 4, 3 plus 2 equals 5, and so on. So now you can see at the end there is 11. That means 2 plus 9 equals 11. The fifth column is adding 3, like 0 plus 3 equals 3, 1 plus 3 equals 4, 2 plus 3 equals 5, 5 plus 3 equals 8, and so on. So at the end you can say that 9 plus 3 equals 12 here. Go to the sixth column. It is adding 4 with the rest of this 9 number. So 0 plus 4 equals 4, 1 plus 4 equals 5. Similarly, if you go through this row, you could find out that 3 plus 4 equals 7, and at the end of the row or column you could say that 9 plus 4 equals 13. This is how you should go through the matrix. If you still have got questions, you just look into the matrix bit carefully until you are understanding it properly. If you are not understanding this matrix or addition table properly, this is going to be tough for you to explain it to the student. So you need to show this addition table practically to the student. Make it blank first, draw it on the blackboard, and then do it using your hand and ask the student to follow you. Once they can do it, then you will be understanding that they have understood the function of addition.